Happy Christmas! We are on our third day of our 12 Days of Rummas with some of our past rum guests who've been on the podcast or the happy hour. So let's go ahead and make our cocktail for today. But first, if you can go ahead and hit subscribe. If you like this video, there's a lot of other great content we've got also. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave us a comment. What do you think about this cocktail or any of the other videos that we've already posted, or stay tuned for more. So, we're going to be making a cocktail with our guest that goes all the way back to episode 46. So again, that was felt a long time ago, back in 2021, and this guest was and still is a really great supporter of the podcast, of the Drums and Rums, and all the things that we do. So who other than am I talking about but Doc Brown? You've probably seen him on our happy hour. Hopefully you're not having a really bad holiday, because this is going to be a really good cocktail for you to have, and we're going to make Doc's Italian Mai Tai. So here we go. So if you haven't had Doc's really bad rum, the dark rum, you've got to try. It's really good. It's you can put it over ice cream. You can make a lot of great cocktails. There's a lot of other cocktails they also have on the website. So check out the website. So who else am I talking about but Doc Brown's really bad rum? There for the other camera as well too. So here we go. Again, that's the other camera that for our Patreon, some other additional content there where you've got an up close view of all of the stuff that we're gonna make Doc's Italian Mai Tai. So we've got our really bad rum. So what goes in the Italian Mai Tai? So we've got some Di Serrano, we've got some Florida orange juice, of course, because I live in Florida. Why would I use anywhere else's Florida orange juice? We got some pineapple juice. We're gonna mix this equal parts. We've got some Ogritte syrup there. We're gonna get in that in a second. We have a coconut other product, but only the Patreon viewers will get to see which actually rum it is. But we got coconut, rum, Di Serrano, equal parts of juices, the syrup. So what we've got here is we fill our shaker half with ice. So fill that up halfway, and we're gonna start building our cocktail here. So this calls for a half an ounce of Di Serrano. And I would advise not to kind of go with an off-brand here. Obviously, this recipe specifically is calling for Di Serrano. So again, the Di Serrano is a little bit more elevated of the product than a comparable non-brand one. But go ahead, don't cheap out on it. Okay. So here we go. So this is an ounce of Di Serrano. Ooh, oh man, that smells great. All right, so we got that in there. So there's our ounce of Di Serrano. And then this calls for a half ounce of our Ogritte syrup. All right, flip our mixer around here, get us to about the half ounce mark. Okay, so we've got that. I'm gonna put the top on our Di Serrano before it spills. Next, we're gonna pour in our ounce of coconut rum. But if you wanna know what rum we use, you're gonna have to go ahead and check out the Patreon video that we're taping here as well too, for our up close bar camera. Cut. So we have it halfway done. We've got our main ingredients here. We've got a Di Serrano, our syrup, and then also our coconut rum. So that's what it says to go ahead and build up first, right? So then now we're gonna build extra and equal parts. So usually these rock glasses, once you fill, I usually fill it up with 3/4 of the way of the rock ice, and I go about 3/4 of the way, and that allows me to get it up to about 6 ounces in there. And then we're also gonna have to float some really bad rum on top, an ounce of that. So we gotta leave ourselves a little bit of room here. So you don't wanna overfill it. So you wanna have the right mixes here, because this calls for equal parts. So this is like an SAT question. We've already put in an ounce of coconut rum. We've already put in our half an ounce of the syrup. So what are we gonna do? So let's do the math there. So 1.5 ounces, we gotta subtract. So I said 6, so we got to put in roughly 4, 5 ounces. We'll split the difference. We'll call it 2 and 2, and then we'll be on our way. So there you go. There's a little bit of math here today on our show. So what I'm just going to use is our straw, and I always make a mess when I use it this way. There's probably a less messy way for me to do that, but oh well. All right, and again, we're going to add in our 2 ounces of our fresh OJ here from Florida. Okay. And just a little bit more because it only goes up there. All right, so there we go. Maybe let's just start a new show called Messy Bartender. All right, and now we just shake. Here, when we go ahead and open this up here, what we're going to see is that we're going to see a nice froth in our cocktail shaker there. So you see as well there, it kind of gets all things all mixed up because now we're going to strain this into our rocks glass. So like I said, when I'm usually making drinks here behind the bar, I use these thermal tumblers because it won't melt the ice as quick. But we'll go ahead and I'll pour my ice in here, and it's a little bit there. We came up. All right, and that's fine, that's fine. I think we'll be fine there because now next we're gonna do our pour. And you see I've had a little bit more. So I guess I'm not very good at math. And then our last step here is we're gonna float our really bad rum. Again, float it around and hopefully just not splash too much. So there we go. We've made our Doc's Italian Mai Tai there. So cheers to you, Doc, and to Mrs. Doc also there too. Have a great holiday there. Check out their website, Really Bad Rum. Go to the website, buy some rum, buy it local. You can get it anywhere. He'll tell you he's got a store locator where you're at, especially if you're in Florida. It's all over. You can find him in all the liquor store there. So cheers. Hopefully you're having a really bad holiday, but if you make this cocktail, I think things will turn around for you. Cheers.